Greetings all, Fanny here for Gemini's Daily Oracle Message. Gemini, the first card that came out for you is Freedom! I really just felt like I wanted to sing that. I love whenever I see a dragonfly because not only are they a wonderful representation of male ancestors watching over you in your everyday life. Whenever I see a dragonfly, I know it's my grandfather's keeping an eye on me. But also the story of why they're called dragonflies. Now, I could be entirely wrong on this, but this is the story that I heard, and it's really freaking cool to me as a fantasy nerd. So, when dragons roamed this earth, because they fucking did, there are so many cultures that have depicted imageries of dragons that there's no way everyone just had mass hysteria all over the earth. Dragons fucking existed. But when magic left the earth, they became dinosaur fossils. And then that's a different theory entirely. The story goes, though, when a dragon dies, its vessel turns into millions of dragonflies. Because there's so much magic in their soul, there's so much magic in their vessel, that they couldn't just die. They couldn't just perish and decay. All of that energy had to change form, because that's all energy does. It does not die or is created. It simply changes form. And so the dragon's vessel burst into millions of dragonflies that would spread magic across the world. And that is why they are called dragonflies. And that's just a really cool little story. The other card you have is Surrender. And so surrender and freedom being paired together, I feel like, oh, interesting. There's also the overlapping little Venn diagram circles here. And tilted this way, it is a representation of the realms, with the upper realm, the middle realm, and the under realm, or the lower realm. So, surrender, going into a spiral of the world's energies, I certainly feel like is surrendering to just the universe's will. And the absolute freedom that you get from not being in control, or not trying to be in control of everything around you. Because as humans, we are spiritual beings in a mortal vessel. We have access to the divine mind and the divine power if we work on that and align ourselves. But so often our ego takes over control and plants itself at the front part of the panel as the steerer. And that ego has so much drive and image of what happiness looks like, of what their life should look like, that very little will steer them from that. And so you have the journey to wholeness, because it's going to be covering up titties, helping you overcome that challenge of your ego, an ego death, if you will. And that's not something to be afraid of, because you will be coming back to wholeness, because your ego is only a facet of who you are. You as an individual is a deeply complex energy portal, that there is so much that makes you up. It's not just one thing of your name, of your status, of where you were born, of what paint tone you came into this world with. You are so much more than any individual thing anyone can label you as. And so the journey to wholeness is the journey to your complete self, and that will require surrender, but that brings freedom. Because you know that everything is indeed out of control. The only thing that you can control is your own reaction to the situation. You have Earth Star Chakra, initiation. Look at how fucking powerful that is. That you are going through quite the initiation, my love. You're going through quite the change. I almost feel like that these two are leading into each other. Like your surrender is your initiation. You surrendering your energy, surrendering your ego's need of control to the universe's situation, to the freedom that brings, is initiating you into the wholeness that you are going to be experiencing in your life, where you do not look outside of yourself for validation, support, love, or what's another? I don't want to say affection, because affection comes from other people. Validation, love, support, or guidance. Thank you, Spirit. Guidance. journeying to wholeness and fully trusting your intuition and where it is leading you, even before it makes sense, brings so much freedom, so much relaxation, and uplifts your energy so much, because your intuition is the direct connection we have to the higher realms, to the part of your soul that is still a part of source realms. You have the sacral chakra, which rests just below the solar plexus, right here around your midsection. This is the core of creation. This is the center of your sensual, sexual energy, the ability to create and make something beautiful. An imbalanced or blocked sacral chakra can lead to frivolous sexual activities with multiple partners, to artists or writers' block, to just not having imagination anymore. And that imagination, that sense of creativity and creation is such a wonderful gift that we have as humans, that it's so sad when people tell me, like, oh, I can't draw, or oh, I can't write. And it doesn't even have to be that. Your creativity and your source of creation can be having an interesting idea to approach a problem in your business, or working an angle to win your case as a lawyer. I don't know why that came into my mind, but it all happens when you just surrender your need to be in absolute and total control. And I understand that that's very difficult, because imposter syndrome sets in and you're like, who am I if I don't have all of this? You are so much more than your physical possessions. You are so much more than your physical status, and you are so much more than your physical vessel. This here is not who you are. It is the vehicle that you are riding around this world in. And you have to take care of it because you can't get another model. But when this one does pass, you will still remain you, simply moving to the next realm, simply moving to the next state. And that is a wonderful sense of freedom, to know that I am here to experience something, and it takes away a lot of the stress of, what am I here to do? Experience the world, my love, and everything that it has to offer. Listen to yourself and make something beautiful. I love you.